Hey guys, be sure to check out our daily free play at our main website, stumpthespread.com, linked in the video description, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to continue to get all of our NFL pick video plays. We're heading into the final matchup of Week 2 of the preseason here on Monday between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. After this one, we'll be halfway through the preseason action, just 2 more weeks of preseason games until we finally get to where things matter in the regular season. In this one, the New York Giants find themselves as slight favorites here, about a point to a point and a half. Started out as a pick'em, but we have confirmed that Eli Manning is going to be playing at least into the second quarter. At least that's what the Giants are saying, which gives them a slight edge coming into this one now that we have that confirmed. With Eli Manning on the field, that gives the Giants offense a bit more opportunity to potentially punch the ball into the end zone through the air. In their opening game, the Giants fell to the Steelers at home by a final of 12-20. They had 5 field goal attempts in that matchup, making 4 of them, not getting into the end zone at all. And with Manning on the field for a few of these drives, certainly boosts the Giants' chance of getting into the end zone, especially considering that they had so many drives stall out there and had to kick field goals as a result of the fact that they weren't able to continue to move the chains down the field. In their opener, Smith, Webb, and Johnson all saw time quarterbacking there without Manning getting any reps. They combined to complete 23 of 42 passes for 169 yards, 0 TDs to 1 INT. And throwing the ball 42 times for 169 yards is not a great yards per attempt ratio. Certainly with Manning out there on the field, it'll give the Giants a bit more of a chance to rack up some more yards through the air in this one. And then rushing wise, they picked up 73 yards on 23 carries, also of course not getting into the end zone on the ground either. But with the first teamers getting a bit more time here and going against this Cleveland Browns squad, the Giants going to be a threat to potentially score some more points in this one. In their first game, they had their total reach 32 points, not a great number. We hit the under on that one. This one, we see the over-under at 39.5 points. And then in contrast, the Browns, they played the Saints in week 1 of the preseason. They won by a final of 20-14, so they reached a total of 34 points in that one. Cleveland has a quarterback battle going on right now with Kaiser and Osweiler, Osweiler being the veteran, Kaiser the young, intriguing prospect. In that Game 1 win, Kaiser certainly had the better performance on the field as he went on to complete 11 of 18 passes for 184 yards and 1 TD to 0 INT, while Osweiler went 6 of 14 for 42 yards and 0 TDs and 0 INT. So Kaiser getting the early leg up, at least in terms of that first preseason game. And these squads that have quarterback battles tend to have a bit more going for them in these preseason matchups. So the Browns, even though they are underdogs here, are having guys that are battling for the starting quarterback position. So certainly going to be trying to impress and put together very strong outings, while teams that know their starters, like the Giants, know that Eli Manning is going to be the starter. It's more just working on the playbook and not necessarily worrying as much about picking up the win or racking up great numbers. But it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out again in this one. But in that Week 1 preseason win there for the Browns on the ground, they picked up 2 touchdowns, 71 yards on 22 carries. So similar rushing numbers there overall for the Browns, in contrast to the Giants in their first preseason game. Cleveland also throwing the ball 42 times, which matched the number of passes that the Giants put up in their opener. That's a lot of passing attempts for both of these teams, which certainly means that both squads aren't being bashful about trying to move the ball down the field. And with that many throws, if we get a similar amount in this one, we could certainly potentially see a lot of points going up there on the scoreboard. So heading into this one, we're going to talk about the over-under today. We've been getting burned a bit lately on betting the over, but with both of these teams passing as much as they have been thus far in the preseason, especially considering the fact that the Browns have a quarterback competition going on, which means that the coaching staff wants to see how these guys respond to throwing the ball more so than necessarily running with their backs, is going to give us a chance to potentially get some more points on the board today. So right now, the over-under set at about 39 to 39.5 points, somewhere in that range. With that being the case, we still feel like the over is going to be the better value bet in this one, with the main things to consider is the fact that Eli Manning's going to be getting some series in this one, and also the fact that Cleveland continues to have their quarterback competition battle, which means that all those guys are going to be getting their chances to throw the ball and see what they can do in terms of passing it through the air. So that's going to be our play for today, guys. Again, siding with the over. And again, if you want to check out our daily free play, head on over to our main website, stumpthespread.com, linked in the video description, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to continue to get all of our NFL pick video plays. So thanks for stopping on in, and we hope to see you in future videos. Bye.